Welcome to the Minesweeper project on bbteacher.com. Alright, we're ready to move on. In this routine, we're going to make our mine counter work properly. When we play the game and we right-click on a mine and mark it like that, we would like this counter to go down and count down for us until it reaches 0. When it reaches 0, we should have all of the mines marked. So this can help us to keep track of which ones, of how many we've marked. To do this, we're going to need a form level variable, and I think we've already done that one. Let's look in our form at the beginning, and there we have a variable called marked mines. Second, we need to make sure that the label has a good name, and label 1 is not. Let's make that label mines. Okay, and then we need to be sure that when we start the game that is set to 0. So we need to set our marked mines equal to 0 at the start of each game. And furthermore, we need to update it with our doLabel routine. Down on doLabels, we need to update our mine counter down there. And to do that, we would say label mines text equals, and then we'll have to subtract the mine count minus the marked mines, and then convert that to a string and put that in the label. So that will take care of that. There's one more thing to do here, and that is each time we right click, we can actually change the mine count. If we have a button and we're changing to a flag, we'll want to increase the marked mines by 1, and then we'll need to do the labels. And if we unmark a flag, unmark a mine, we'll have to do a marked mines minus equal 1 and do labels. Let's test out our routine. If we right click on a mine, we see that this goes down from 11 to 10, right click again, 10 to 9, 9 to 8. Of course, we can mark anything. We can mark any cell we want, and that won't do us any good. We convert those back to what they started with, and you'll see that we end up with the correct number on the always on the top is correct. And so our mine counter is now functional. All right, so let's go ahead and do another goal here. Next, let's go ahead and look at getting the new button and the beginner, intermediate, and advanced buttons working. Right now we have this button here which is working, and we'll stop our program. And let's first of all look at our form and get our properties showing and see what the name of the new button is. The new button is called New Tool Strip Menu Item, and then we'll go to the handler that we use for this one, and that's the button one click. And if we just go to the right hand side of this where it says handles button one click, and we change this to say new tool strip menu item click, then both of those two buttons, the one on the pull down menu and the one on the smiley face, will both come here. Now to change the levels, all we have to do is we're going to create a little startup game start routine. So private sub game start, or start, let's make it start game. And we'll pass it the rows, the columns, and the mines. And we'll just store those in the variables as we get them. So board rows equal rows, board calls equals calls, and mine count equal mines. And then we'll do a build board. And each time we call start game, then it'll change to whatever we've passed it, and it will then restart the game. Now we need to go to our 3 routines here. The beginner routine, let's just click all these at once. The intermediate game and the advanced game, and I've clicked all 3 of those, and those are almost all the same. And we'll just do a start game and put the correct numbers in. For the beginner game, it's 9, 9, 11. Let's just copy and paste and change the numbers. Alright, for the intermediate game, I think I chose 16, 16, and 40. And for the advanced game, I believe we used 16 rows and 30 columns and 99 mines. Nice round number. Go to the beginning. I think we're going to get too big for the to show the whole thing on the screen. So let's back this off to 20 cell size again, and we'll run the program. Try out our new levels commands. We have our very small beginner's board with all of the colored mines in there. Let's try changing to an intermediate board. And there's our intermediate board. And let's try the advanced board. Very large. And there's the advanced board. And you can see how difficult that would be. There are some cells in there where there are 8 mines all together. Wow, that would be difficult. So we now have our cells, our 3 commands here. Let's try new. If we lose the game here, and then we want to start over, we just say new, and that button should work, and it does. It restarts us at the advanced level. We want to go to a beginner level. That works, and the smiley face restarts us, and the new button restarts us, and the intermediate level, and so it looks like everything is working. And that's enough for this section, and thanks for programming along with us.